Thousands of seniors are making the same heartbreaking mistake I did. Moving in with your adult children after 70 could ruin everything you've built. Let me show you why. Are you over 70 and thinking about moving in with your grown children? It seems harmless, even comforting. They say things like, "We'll take care of you, you'll be close to the grandkids, and you won't have to worry about anything." But let me tell you what they don't say. This one decision could slowly rob you of your independence, your health, and the very family ties you treasure most. Let me share with you the story of Arthur, a 73-year-old widower who had no idea that one move would turn his entire world upside down. For nearly 40 years, Arthur lived peacefully in his cozy Vermont home, the place he and his wife raised their children, celebrated birthdays, and grew old together. After his wife passed, his daughter Lisa reached out. "Why not sell the house and come live with us in Michigan?" she said. "You'll be surrounded by love, and we can help out as you get older." It sounded like the right thing. So Arthur packed up decades of memories, sold his home, and moved across the country. But reality didn't match the promise. Within half a year, the money from his house, over $200,000, was practically gone. Conversations with Lisa became tense, strained. His grandkids? They barely looked up from their phones. Arthur, once confident and full of life, became a shadow of himself, struggling with loneliness, high blood pressure, and a quiet but devastating sense of loss. And when things got worse, he realized the unthinkable. He had no home to return to, no savings, no plan B. "I gave up everything," he told me, "and I can't undo it." And here's the truth. This isn't just Arthur's story. It's happening right now in homes across the country. Seniors, well-meaning and full of love, finding themselves trapped in situations they never imagined. But you can avoid it. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 hidden dangers of moving in with your children after 70, the emotional, financial, and psychological risks that too many people realize only when it's too late. You deserve peace, freedom, and dignity in your later years. Let this be your warning and your way out. Before we start, I would be truly grateful if you could take a moment to like this video. That small gesture helps more people just like you discover these gentle, useful tips. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way, whenever we share something new, you'll be the first to know, and we'd love to have you with us. Now let's dive in. Number 1, financial entanglement, the unforeseen drain. Have you truly mapped out the financial implications? Moving in together can sometimes unintentionally create a perfect storm for misunderstandings and even financial strain. The National Center on Elder Abuse reports a sobering statistic. Over 90% of elder financial abuse is committed by family members, often adult children. Think about Margaret, 73. She sold her cherished Arizona condo for $210,000 and moved to Nevada to live with her son Michael and his family. Michael persuaded her that a joint account for household expenses made sense. Fast forward 8 months. Nearly $170,000 of Margaret's money had been borrowed, some for Michael's struggling consultancy, some for home upgrades, even a down payment on a new car. When Margaret gently inquired, Michael became defensive, reminding her she had a roof over her head. By the time Margaret sought legal advice, her savings were depleted, and the joint account made recovery incredibly difficult. Does this story make you pause and think about financial boundaries? If so, type 1 in the comments below. Let's see how many of us recognize this potential challenge. What to consider? Instead, maintain completely separate finances. This isn't about mistrust, it's about clarity and protecting everyone. Never merge primary bank accounts or assets. If contributing, establish a clear written agreement, perhaps a simple rental agreement or a documented monthly contribution for specific expenses. Consider downsizing to a smaller, manageable home or apartment near family, but not with them. If care is needed, explore professional in-home services first. Action step. Have you consulted a certified elder law attorney? Before making any moves, get expert advice tailored to your situation to safeguard your assets. Don't assume finances won't complicate relationships. It's a common, painful mistake. Number 2, the erosion of autonomy, losing your own reins. What happens to your spirit when you suddenly need to ask permission for things you've done independently for decades, like having a friend over for coffee or deciding what time you eat dinner? The psychological toll is profound, a silent thief of well-being. Gerontologists confirm it. A sudden loss of autonomy in seniors often triggers significant health declines. Dr. Elizabeth Morrison, a leading expert in geriatric psychology, notes, when seniors lose control over their daily decisions, we often see a rapid onset of depression, cognitive decline, and even increased mortality. The impact is comparable to a serious illness. Think about Victor Martinez. At 75, Victor was active in his local VFW post and enjoyed his independence after his wife passed. His daughter, Samantha, meaning well, persuaded him to move into their converted basement apartment. Quickly, Victor felt less like himself and more like a guest with restrictions. Visitors required scheduling. Grandkids burst in unannounced. His preferred cooking times clashed with the family's routine. He needed rides to meet his buddies. Samantha, for his own good, started overseeing his medications, his diet, even his TV choices. Within 4 months, Victor's spark dimmed. The once outgoing man grew withdrawn. His doctor diagnosed severe depression and noted worrying cognitive slips. How important is making your own daily choices? Give this video a like if your personal freedom feels essential. Here's the safer path. Guard your independence fiercely. If proximity is desired, explore independent living communities, senior apartments, or buying a small place nearby. Even a modest space that is yours is psychologically vital. If finances are tight, research senior housing subsidies or roommate programs with fellow seniors. Have you looked into the senior living options in your area? Start researching now. Many have waiting lists. Ask yourself, is the convenience worth the potential cost to your dignity and mental health? 3. The strain on family bonds. Love isn't always enough. It's a painful irony. Moving in to be closer to your children can sometimes irrevocably damage those precious bonds. Family therapists specializing in multi-generational living report that over 70% of such arrangements lead to significant friction and resentment. As Dr. Samuel Livingston, a family dynamics researcher, points out, the fundamental parent-child dynamic shifts dramatically when an elderly parent moves in. Even with agreements, differing expectations and daily irritations often fester, eroding goodwill on both sides. Consider Dorothy Peterson, 74. After a minor fall, she moved in with her daughter, Melissa's family. They'd always been incredibly close, sharing daily calls and happy weekend visits. 3 months under the same roof, however, changed everything. Dorothy felt infantilized by Melissa's constant checking in. Melissa felt Dorothy was critical and didn't appreciate her efforts. The grandkids chafed at being told to keep it down. Melissa's husband started working late more often. Dinners became strained, silent affairs. 9 months later, Dorothy moved into a senior apartment, but the warmth was gone. 5 years on, communication is sparse. Dorothy rarely sees her grandchildren. Do you agree that sometimes a little distance helps maintain harmony? Type 3 in the comments if you value preserving the parent-child relationship as it is. Here's the safer path. Preserve your role and relationship by maintaining separate households. Visit often, share meals, be involved, but return to your own space. If finances are a driver, actively explore those smaller housing options or shared senior living before considering moving in with family. Ask yourself, what is your relationship with your children and grandchildren worth? Is potentially saving on rent worth the risk of losing that connection forever? 4. The unexpected toll on health, mind and body connection. Could moving in with your children inadvertently harm your health or even shorten your life? The health implications are often underestimated. Research consistently shows seniors who lose their independent living situation can experience accelerated physical and cognitive decline. Dr. Michael Fenster at Mayo Clinic observes, when older adults move into their children's homes, we frequently see increased rates of depression, anxiety, sleep disturbances, and even faster progression of chronic conditions like heart disease or dementia. The stress of adaptation and loss of routine is significant. Look at Walter Jenkins. At 76, Walter manages arthritis and blood pressure well in his own small apartment, enjoying his daily walk to the park and quiet evenings. His son, Gregory, worried about his dad being alone and insisted he move in. Walter's established health-sustaining routines were immediately disrupted. Mealtimes became unpredictable, messing with his medication schedule. The household's noise and activity felt chaotic. Within 6 months, Walter's blood pressure spiked dangerously. He developed anxiety and insomnia. His arthritis flared from inactivity. Sadly, he eventually suffered a minor stroke. Is maintaining your personal health routine crucial for your well-being? Let us know by typing a 4 in the comments. Here's the safer path. Recognize that your routines are your health scaffolding. Moving disrupts this. If assistance is needed, prioritize in-home care services within your own residence. Studies show seniors thrive better health-wise when they age in place with appropriate support. Have you discussed the potential health impacts of a major living change with your doctor? Ask them directly how such a move could affect your specific health conditions. Protect your health by protecting your independent environment. 5. Legal vulnerability, protecting your rights and assets. This is difficult to discuss, but essential. Moving in with family can significantly increase your vulnerability to elder abuse, financial, emotional, or neglect. Even in families with no prior issues, the dynamics of shared living can create risks. Seniors living with family members are statistically more likely to experience some form of abuse than those living independently. Take Elizabeth Martin's situation. At 77, she moved in with her son, Russell. A well-meaning family friend, not an elder law specialist, drafted an agreement. When Elizabeth later disagreed with Russell's push to sell her valuable antique collection, she discovered he'd already sold pieces for her own good. When she expressed wanting to move out, Russell controlled her access to funds, leaving her feeling powerless and afraid. Think it can't happen in your family? Elder law attorneys see variations of this tragically often. Proximity, financial pressures, and blurred lines can lead to devastating outcomes. Do you feel having strong legal protections in place is non-negotiable? Type 5 if you agree. Here's the safer path. Maintain absolute legal and financial autonomy. Never add children to deeds or bank accounts for convenience. Consult only with qualified elder law specialists to establish durable powers of attorney, healthcare directives, and potentially a living trust. If children will provide significant care, consider a formal care contract outlining responsibilities in any financial arrangements, protecting both parties. Have you had that crucial consultation with an elder law attorney? It's arguably the single most important step you can take. So we've talked about the potential pitfalls, financial entanglement, loss of independence, strained relationships, health impacts, and legal vulnerability. It's a lot to consider, and it's not about painting a bleak picture, but about encouraging thoughtful planning. Making the decision not to move in with children isn't rejecting their love or help. Often it's the wisest way to preserve those loving relationships, ensuring you maintain your dignity, security, and autonomy through your later years. Your independence protects not just you, but the health of your family bonds as well. If this conversation resonated with you, or if you know someone facing this decision, please share this video. Let's start these important conversations openly and honestly. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to Elderly Stories for more practical insights and real stories to help navigate the journey of aging gracefully and safely. Screenwriter. Until next time on Elderly Stories, stay well, stay informed, and take good care.